Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government walking. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government walking. 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 Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come play some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still giving it some licks. The government walking. 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 The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Government walking. The 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 government walking. Now don't mix me. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. The government walking. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Walking. Walking. They're walking. Them walking. They're walking. Now I said them walking. I don't mix me. I don't do politics.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to
Sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message. I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe, neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning, Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you now been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you now been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a gilla piece? 1 bunch green plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a gilla piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you now been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you now been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. Neighbor Joe.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana,
Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home, the only place I call home. Hey.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It is the 23rd of August 2024 and it's Friday, last day of the week, heading into the weekend and heading down to the end of the year. Also, before I started, I was supposed to play this, so let's go anyway.
Many voices, one song, celebrating Amerindian Heritage 2024 is the theme we're taking with us throughout the month of September as we gather at the Humaniana on the 31st of August for the Interfaith Service. Then, the National Park will come alive with the cultural extravaganza on the 1st of September. From the 4th till the 8th of September, you can partake in the Amerindian crafts and cuisine at the Amerindian Village at the Sophia Exhibition Center, followed by culture nights in the evening. On the 8th of September, we will bring out our walking shoes for the Amerindian Fitness Walk. The following day, art enthusiasts will have the opportunity to visit the Castellani House for the arts exhibition, and on the 10th, we will be sharing the life and works of Stephen Campbell through storytelling at the Humanayana. Sport fans, you will have the opportunity to enjoy the highly touted Amerindian heritage sports from the 11th to the 15th of September at the Everest Cricket Club ground. This will be followed by educational lectures on the 16th, 18th and 19th of September. Next, we head to region number 8 for the Heritage Village Day in Campbelltown. That's on the 21st of September. From Campbelltown, we move to region number 4 for Under the Moonlight at St. Cuthbert's Mission on the 22nd of September. The activities don't stop there. The school tour begins on the 23rd of September, and on the 24th, we head to Main Street for Tashin Pansa. On the 27th of September, it will be time for fine dining at the Police Officers Ballroom for the Amerindian Heritage Dinner. That will lead us into the grand finale of Amerindians Got Talent on the 29th of September. Finally, the highly anticipated Amerindian Heritage Pageant will take place on the 30th of September at the National Culture Center. Join us as we celebrate Amerindian Heritage Month in grand style under the theme Many Voices, One Song, celebrating Amerindian Heritage 2024.
Right, so a lot of activities there planned for Heritage Month. So anybody interested in getting anything done, the calendar is posted on Livewire. Wow, excuse me, sorry. The calendar is posted on Livewire News. I think it's also posted on my personal Facebook page. You can also check the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, and you can be updated there, or call them to get any other information that you might need in relation to events and things happening for Heritage 2024. Right, very interesting theme, and the team down there, they're very interesting theme, and the team down there at the Ministry of Armenian Affairs has been doing stellar work in relation to preparation for Heritage over the years as they've been doing. So everybody should be excited to take part in these activities of Guyana's First People as we celebrate Heritage Month as it comes up pretty soon. Right. Morning to all the persons watching us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to all the persons across the diaspora. More so all the persons here in the chat already this morning. Neil Ramlokan, morning to you. Balwan Danraj, Rahim Amarali, Ramnarain Singh, Nadia, Sira Mosley, Billy Sisnarain, morning to you. Billy Hugh. Lenny Lashman, morning. Jonah Bijan joining us from Canada. Omar Sharif from NYC. Muhammad Isaf Dionan Suhu. Sherwin Siram, morning to you. Betty Chris. Rafi Singh. Leroy Mangal, morning to you. Robert Hamilton, morning to you. Tracy Martindale, morning to you. Asif Hamad. Inderpal Narain and Camille Narain joining us from Minnesota. Morning to both of you. Eddie Ramnant, good morning to you. Vishnu Narain, morning. Eunice Raghubir, morning to you. And Rita Chow, good morning. Dial Sukram, next month. Next month? Yeah, next month. We waiting. Mazu Inshan, morning to you. Shirley Singh, morning. Jean Cornelius, Chris, Pam, morning to you, and Trevor Ganesh Bharat. Mm-mm. Philip Diabru, morning to you. Wow, what went out me? Bibi Kalichiran and Hector, morning to you. Sulomi, Ronald Martindale, Rajendra Singh, Ian Bipat, good morning to you. Rakesh, Alan Khan, Neil Ramlakan, Keith Benjamin, Jamila Kayum, Indra, Soma Bipat. What? Modern architectures and land developments in the building. Pick up yourself. Guys, it's trouble. Guys, listen. If you're looking for construction or real estate services, check out Modern Architectures and Designs. Modern Architectures and Land Development, right? And make sure you give them some support, okay? Sandra, hear me, Sandra Jones. I go to Sandra Jones, that's my aunt that passed away. Sally Jones, morning to you. Roman Harilal, morning to you. Suma Bipat, good morning. Nirmala Allen, Ormela Gosai. Ormela, you tell if you send the letter yet. Raji Miraj, morning to you. Rita Little, call Modern Architectures and get something done there, please. Give them some support, right? Joseph Satar, morning to you. Ashmi Basdio, good morning. Leslie Mongol, Richard Stanislaus, morning to you. And Hill, Christopher Prasad, Daniel Aswim, morning to you. Ricky Nat, just said the one already. Aliyah Mohammed, morning to you. Paul Singh, Tulsiram Chedi, Gayatri Baldio, Vidya Lacha, Rihanna Juman, morning to you. Lisa Williams, morning to little Rihanna Juman as well. Can't forget you. Henry Jagdew, Nazir Khan, morning. Rennie Passad, Faisal Ghani, Lash PA, Philip Gunraj, morning to you. Shirley Singh, Geeta Narayan, good morning. Mohammed Yusuf, morning to you. Henry Paul, Derek Drew Paul, morning to you. Cindy Sarup Chan, morning to you. Ella Bagmati, Danita Rupnarayan, morning to you. Who else we got here? Vic Pandey, Wilbert Stevenson, morning, joining us from Brooklyn, NYC. Sister Rampasad. So, anybody that come after now, it means that you joined the after I run the chat and I ain't see your morning. I get views. Well, not views. I thought somebody didn't watch the program and then the views man, then I'm going to see the comment. But once I start the program, I try my best not to focus on the comment section. Right? Raj Kumari Chadi, morning to you. So, all right, people, let me get into it. Now, you make a joke with the Livewire family, they know your business. So yesterday I was talking about Norris King. I said he was a bus driver from Linden because since I was very small, a child, my family, we have a farm on the highway, and I would go there often. We had property in Linden, so we would stay in Linden. Go to the farm, go to Linden, then come back to the farm, back and forth, and whatnot. And Norris took me from Georgetown to Linden and back quite a few times. So I had no idea that Norris King was a teacher. No idea that Norris King was a teacher. Right? So my issue with the guy is that he's trying to paint Mark Light in such dismal light, dark, dim light, because Mark Light would have adhered to the decision of the General Council of the Guyanese Teachers Union and not want to take part in foolish political games being played by the illegal General Secretary or the General Secretary that is there illegally, Coretta McDonald. And the illegality is based on her dual role as a parliamentarian and as the general secretary of the Guyana Teachers Union, which the rules of the Guyana Teachers Union strictly prohibits. It is one or the other. You can't have both, right? So now, Babs, me really know Norris personally like that. Like I tell you, I see him in the bus. He walkie bus, Josh Shung to Linden. I must say, most of the times I usually see him reading bus and stuff. So he looked like a well-informed big man. I said, man, this man probably just decided to drive bus in the old age. Anyway, one of the Livewire viewers informed me that Norris King was a teacher. So I was wondering, I was like, man, why this man left this noble profession? I wonder if it's this salary thing. Could it be that the salary was so bad that it meant Norris King left the work? No, it had nothing to do with salary. It had nothing to do with salary. So Norris King was a teacher in Linden, borrowed some money from the head teacher, the school he was teaching at. Now, when the head teacher asks back for the money, Norris King get vexed and beat up the head teacher. Now he lobbying for teachers' rights. No, Norris, you're not a teacher anymore, and you assaulted the superintendent of teachers in the school system, or at least at the school, the person in charge of teachers. You assaulted the teacher, a head teacher at that, as a matter of fact. You understand? So leave Mark Light alone, Norris King. You leave Mark Light alone. Don't attack him. And you're seeing it coming from all quarters. Some people I didn't even know that this issue going on. Calling Mark Light all kind of thing. He sell out. Come on. They had a gentleman. He's a popular. I don't know if he's on radio still, but he used to be on radio. He used to work for one of these drinks companies. You understand? He's very vocal on social media. He and all weighed in on this Guyana Teachers Union thing, calling it some sort of sellout and that kind of thing. I'm absolutely sure that fox, right? Whether it's a soca or a dancehall fox, never got a 25% increase in his salary. Never. At the private entity that he worked at. Never got a 25% salary increase. You understand me? And I know that he is somebody who is well read too. So if he, as the vice president would have highlighted yesterday, if he knows that the coalition government did not give over 10%, how are these people now jumping on the bandwagon to claim this is insufficient and this can't do and what can't do and all kind of thing? Man, listen, y'all leave Mark alone. Leave Mark Light alone, please. Please, please, please. Now, yesterday, the vice president, well, I should say the general secretary of the People's, but he's the vice president too, but in the capacity of the general secretary of the People's Progressive Party civic political party, the general secretary hosted his weekly press conference where he usually updates. Carla, good morning.
Morning, brother. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Not too bad.
I was watching a piece of clip of Coretta McDonald saying that, telling the president Ali about the things that you're doing to other people's children. Remember, you have kids. Does these people have a life?
Sir, before you continue, just let me say to you, it's sometimes you can't view all these things in a bad light, you know. The things that President Ali doing to other people cheering and fall back on his children, I agree with Coretta McDonald. President Ali's administration is making the education system better for Guyanese children. They got more schools. They got more because we care. Go ahead.
Yeah, but you're talking it in a positive way. But she talking it not in a positive way that me, you seen it. Right? That's why I asked if these people have a life. You understand, brother?
Yeah.
Because I can remember Ali, this guy, Colabai, we used to call him. He used to be doing things for President Ali. He died from COVID. I don't know if you remember the guy.
Yeah, no,
right?
sorry.
He was like a pastor's sister. He died just as COVID started, right? I forget who from PNC come and say, imagine they can't even protect their own. Look, one of their own died from COVID. How could they protect other people? I just wanted these people that are alive.
Oh, you mean Majid?
Yes.
Oh, I know him as Majid. Go ahead.
Well, I born and grew and know him as Colabai, right?
Okay.
For the village, right?
Okay.
I can't remember who from PNC target thing. Oh,
Yeah,
look,
I remember hearing that too.
Yeah, I wanted these people got a life, brother.
They're crazy. So did you see the clip with where she said that Region 10 should be given to Venezuela?
Yeah, I was watching you yesterday when he was playing it.
Really crazy.
I called you yesterday too. I called you yesterday if you don't remember. I talked to you yesterday.
Oh, right.
These people really, I don't know if they got a life for it. Or just that, Ali and Jack, they were just like it engraved above their head. The two names that I always got for pickup. I think them name engraved in their head. Trust me. Yeah. Everything is about Jack Diwali. I think them name engraved in their head. Trust me.
That's all in the study.
Keep the good work going.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend, brother.
You too. Take care. Be safe. Yeah, man, listen, I didn't even bother posting the video of Coretta McDonald saying that whatever President Ali doing of following the children and stuff. Because I agree, right? The good that President Ali is putting out there. First of all, he selected an excellent Minister of Education to ensure that the Guyanese children get as best as they could in terms of education, facilities, infrastructure, anything in relation to education. You understand? The mere fact that President Ali and his administration brought back the Because We Care grant, you understand? It can bless each year and them, because they had a lot of families that weren't able to make ends meet in terms of, getting everything they need for the children to go to school. Vishal, morning.
Good morning, my friend. The fella there not only beat up a teacher, he's addicted to little boys as well. The fella you're talking about here.
But, will you get this information from Vishal?
Yeah, what telling you? No name, no warrants. He's addicted to little boys as well.
I didn't hear about the one. I just hear about the beat up story.
However, right? They can't find a libel suit against me because I ain't call name. You know exactly who I'm speaking of. Right? He's addicted to little boys as well. You know, they like to verify the vice president. Oh, yeah. He's gay, he's this, he's that.
Yeah.
And people taking out the anus and send it to other people on social media and stuff. Who like to verify the vice president? As far as I know, the vice president love women very much. I know what other side there.
As far as I know too, I mean the guy, anyway,
And I'll tell you something, they say racist. Uncle Barrett love black girls, boy. Because he black too. And he's a true representation of Afro-Guyanese and more so Guyanese interests. Because if you want to substantiate what I'm telling you, why you think four African nation supported the PPPC ply or the PPPC numbers at the election in 2020? Why? Out of 54 countries in Africa, 34 nations supported Mr. Barrett and more so the PPPC. Right? More so. You know, when Mr. Jagan was the premier of Guyana, when he and Bonham split in 1952, you know, Mr. Jagan and Mr. Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana were very good friends. You know, under Jagon tenureship, we used to celebrate Ghana's Independence Day. Are you aware of that?
I heard about it.
And more so, you know, Kwame Nkrumah tried his best to reconcile or to reconnect the bond between Jagon and Bono when they went to Ghana's independence celebration in 1957. Remember, Ghana was the first African country to become independent. Then come the rest of the African nation. By 1975, the entire continent became independent from the European powers. A lot of people don't do this research, brother. You know, Mr. Jabara Jagdeo was the chairman of the World Bank. I think the World Bank and the IMF at one time.
Yeah.
You're aware of that?
Yeah.
And you know, he was very instrumental in negotiating a lot of debt right for many African nations. That's why they respect this man. So how could they say this man is a racist? And could you remember Mr. Gary Bess, who become a traitor now? I would say he's a traitor because Mr. Barrett is the one that made him to who he is today. Mr. Barrett, remember the whole Pradoville fiasco and the start?
Yeah, but Gary Best is living in Pradoville.
Exactly. You see how duplicitous is these people? How could you believe how could you believe any word that is uttered by the PNC, more so the intellectual or the surrogate? How could you believe these people is hypothesize lie into so-called truth? You understand?
Yeah.
Mark Light wasn't a sellout when he were on the picket line, but he's a sellout now because he and his council made a rational decision. You understand?
Yeah.
And why this man probably made that decision, or the council by extension, when they would have had a dialogue with the government, this is my conclusion. The government would have explained in detail the economic position of the country.
Right.
And so they were able to understand and come to a consensus. You understand?
Right,
Those are right-thinking people, logical thinking people. Should you go ahead and give the public servant or the teachers a hefty salary increase, and we have critical infrastructural project that is badly needed in this country, should we continue to take loans and loans and loans? We should not use the money that we earning now to uplift ourselves and the livelihood of the country, the state. We shouldn't have better roads, nice highways, freeways, bridges, airports. We as big as the UK. The UK is 90,000 square miles, and we is 83,000 square miles. And the UK have more than one airports in England alone, more than one airports in Wales, more than one airport in Scotland, more than one airport in Northern Ireland. In London alone, got 2 airports, Gatwick and Heathrow.
Vishal, I can give you one show, you know, like you.
Right?
Give Vishal.
Right?
Vishal.
I haven't complete my statement now, right? I haven't complete my statement now. I'm saying this to say, right, that when we want to have these wishful thinking, then we must go and do proper research. You understand? Don't come on social media talking crap. Corrupt McDonald is the epitome of craziness. Nothing that she said makes sense. She and the rest of the PNC surrogate. Enjoy it.
All right, but Vishal, seriously though, which day on the weekend you free?
Man, I free all weekend, my brother.
So what time you gonna do the show on a Saturday or Sunday?
What time is convenient to you?
Man,
I
here.
can tell you something.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you this thing. I campaigned for the PPPC 2020 by myself.
What?
And I didn't do it because I wanted anything from the PPP. I mean, if I'm given a task, yes, I will. Because right now in this community, we have a chairman that only self-centered. You understand?
Yeah.
I want the president to come in this community, pay us a visit, so we could have a dialogue with him. And we have a lot of work to be done in this community, brother. And people in this community could do the work. And I know if one visit by Mr. Finale, trust me.
So here,
okay, they got a lot of people in the system. It's not for this government body. They're just piggybacking on the government. Trust me, I tell you, brother. I ain't believe in pilfering and embezzling people money and all them things, bitch. It's not no sin. But if I don't want to chairman for community, the people must benefit from it. Not myself.
I know what you're saying. But we can start on the program. We can have it on Sunday evening sometime. We can agree on the time and get it set up.
Yes.
Right?
Trust me, I tell you, I'm campaigning for it. I'm campaigning for it again next year. Right?
I heard Vishal. Thank you for...
Before I go, the last PPPC election campaign, I'm coming on the road, slapping people give me a green, just take off. Imagine I put on the car too. You know what I do? I got to the meeting with my PPP jersey. And after the PPP meeting finished, I went to Flap Moon with my PPP jersey. I eat up the cook. No, I didn't eat the cook up. But I drink out the GT beer with my PPP jersey, and because I know change was coming with me.
Oh, Lord.
You understand? I know that. I'll tell you something. I don't be afraid, my brethren. Nobody don't control my mind. But I'm a rational thinker. If you can't put 1 and 2 together, right? I know it make 3. Well, father, my brother, you're living in a tantrum, my brethren. Right? And let me tell you something. If anybody should say they see development in this country, then people should go up on Mars. Elon Musk got a starship going to Mars soon. They better go up on Mars.
Buy the ticket expensive here, buddy.
No, Elon Musk and give some of them some of them could go free. No, I knew I saw Elon Musk would give them a free flight to Mars. That don't make any sense. Free flight. Let it go inhabit Mars, man. Populate Mars. Because they belong to Earth. When you listen to these people don't revolve in the real world, you know. They revolve in another faking universe, not even an alternate universe. Trust me. Right?
Trouble.
Look at the Amara Bridge. Look at all the road network we get in now. We need them thing, brother. We should give a hefty salary increase and we paddling canoe. Yeah?
That's what they want?
Yeah, we travel on horseback. Yeah? Is the 18th century we living in, brother? Imagine our ministers in a flat new government couldn't even read a proper Facebook messenger. They couldn't even go on Facebook. They couldn't even go on WhatsApp properly. And these people want to be leader of this country, brother. Yeah? How the equation is worked, right?
But
we talking about for Linden, the individual. You gotta stop with them unusual morals you got. Right? I know if you're using too much estrogen or anything, or I don't know, we use it. We got it on the attention.
Yeah,
stop talking crap on social media.
Yeah, serious allegations being made against him there. Allegations. Right? Serious.
Yeah, my brother, enjoy it.
You too, Michelle. Take care.
Yeah.
Trouble. Yeah. Look. Anyway, yeah, some serious allegations. Some serious allegations, you know. And yeah, trouble. So sometimes He just threw me off, but he's a good guy. Good guy. We could get Vishal program started. If not this Sunday, next Sunday. Carl, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
The first time I call on the program, I was watching the program. I'm from Dillenburg.
Okay, thank you for the support and thank you for calling this morning. Share your views.
You're welcome. You're welcome. The caller just called and said such a nice thing about PPP. And then he said a lot of people who are undermining the PPP. It is true. It is true. The people who are put there to do the job, they are undermining the PPP. For instance, I will say not everybody, but some of the people. And it's like the police, though. The police them is number one up in Berbice.
Yeah.
I could say that because we got so many policemen here. You can give 100 reports, they would not attend to you. They would not attend. And number two, these are the policemen them who will stop you from drinking and driving. I don't drink and drive. I'm not a drinker and driver person. But I see a lot of harassment at police, and these policemen them is who's drinking in the night, gambling in the night, and do all the wrong things, and nobody doing them nothing.
Wow.
And that I do have a video, but I don't want to send it up. And I can give you, but if I don't want to put it on the stream or anything.
Oh.
But this is the people them who just lack of people.
You want me to send it to probably the commissioner or somebody? Because I could do that.
Yeah, because this is what's going on in Skellen, and these are the people who involve so much around things. And you can't say what. But I'm a businessman. I don't want things no matter to victimize me or anything. But it hurts me to see that what they are doing, and they are making the government look bad. Because to be honest with you, a lot of my friends and people who I know in Berbice say that they're not going to vote for PP anymore, and they're not going to vote for nobody. But they're not going to vote because of the pressure they must send from people. Some people, imagine some of the people don't even have bike license, they even got motorbike number plate, and they put it in a port in front of the road. And a whole lot of people who get all these things then harassing these people.
But wait a second. So they're not voting PVP because of the police on the road?
Harassment, they're harassing these people so much.
Yeah, but
and people get confused because I can remember 2015 is the set thing before election, and they do the set thing to the people in Berbice. Set thing and do, and the police know about the set thing. And I purposely went out 2 nights now, and I figured this police there. They let me know I figured them. Gambling, drinking, right? And I said, look at people in. I'm concerned what they do. But what I'm saying, these are the people tell you, don't do this, you can't drink and drive, you can't do this. And these are the people I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, I hear you, and in anything that got good and bad, including the police force, unfortunately. However, I'm suggesting that you forward the videos to me. Let me forward it to the commissioner, and I'm absolutely sure that some action will be taken. But what I'm saying is, and what I would encourage you and your friends who are at a point where you feel you don't want to support the government because of the actions of the police. The police is not the PVP, or the police is not the government. And like I said, in anything you're gonna have some rogue elements. When you raise these concerns, especially on platforms like these, they have persons who are in authority that are looking and would assess this information and remediate. Right? There's also a police complaints authority that you should forward some of these complaints to as well. And they also look in and address these issues. Right? So, yes, it is bad that the police who are enforcing the laws in terms of drinking and driving are engaging in this kind of activity. But I don't think that should be a complete assessment of the government. And,
I know. I tell my friend, not to laugh, and I say, listen to me, don't blame the government. They can't know everything. Unless we put things up and let the people know what's going on. I tell them. And I say, listen to me, don't ever make that mistake and don't say, vote for people. Okay, they come back to power, we grass back in this country.
Trouble.
I tell them, yeah.
Trouble. Plus, you saying Berbice, you hear the man don't say he closing back down the estate, so Berbice people better catch yourself.
No, because right now we know more vision. People say jobs don't in this country. Jobs so much in this country, but people don't want to work. The young generation don't want to work. They don't want to smoke and drink and gamble. That's what they want. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm a contractor too, and because of work, I left construction work. I don't want to do able work man stress. Yeah, they want to drink Monday, Tuesday, I have to Wednesday come to work. Me able to stress them that.
Yeah.
I see by how I'm not a drink man or smoke. One thing like work every day, we don't get time.
Yeah.
They don't want that.
Yeah, I understand.
So, guys, but I know nobody can stop the DPP. And I know they have a lot of people from different society and different races who are backing the DPP heavy. And I appreciate that. And I'm a strong PPP supporter. Doesn't matter. I don't look for anything with it because I just take my own vehicle and pick up people whenever. People do not ask me that. They don't have to ask me that.
Right.
And that's my duty. I want to see PPP in there because I know the pressure through the PNC time when lining up for flour, sugar. I know those times them. And I even from 2015 to 2020, I know the pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
definitely.
can believe me. I have a business. Was so good when people was back in power. Not before 2015. And I tell you, from 2015, Apple take over. You believe me? A big business like me barely got $5,000 a week to sell to eat.
Wow.
Let me tell you something. And today, PPP take back from after 3 months or 4 months, I start developing back in business. I can afford to help people.
Indeed.
Do good things to people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. And I know the PNC, I don't want to say anything about anybody, but they're racist. I don't care if they're vexed or pleased, they are racist. We have to speak. We speak about Afro. We are human beings.
Right.
People think about human being. They don't think about what racist. They think about human being. That's how you think.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel Indian people want to vote for Afro? No. There's only them the ones who really like PPP. Them is racist who don't like PPP. PPP are doing a good job. I'm not saying them 100%. The government is trying its best, but some of the people that put in places, they are doing wrong things. It's like this construction, right? When they give away, when the people win this bid and give out this contract, so many people give subcontractors, people who don't even do construction. I can tell you right now in Rampur, the road are breaking and loosening up like dust, bare dust, but nobody ain't coming and checking at it.
Yeah, but the overseers aren't supposed to be making sure that the contractors follow the bill of quantities.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna figure it tonight and show you how the holes them big loosen out. I only last year this road too, and the whole ramp. This is Rampur area, and let me tell you something. The thing already never ready for nothing. You see, they don't have to break a piece and polish them with cement. That doesn't make sense. See, go on and it. You put cement water, that doesn't make no sense. No sense.
So this is the same thing the General Secretary was saying. When you try to give the new contractors an opportunity, they have some that causing problems and making it bad. Now, if the government had decided to just deal with the big established contractors, you'd hear they're not creating room for new ones and stuff.
Correct,
so
correct.
it's like, how are you winning? How are you winning?
You want to tell you something? I'm a contractor, and I never put in a bid. You know reason why I didn't put in a bid? I don't increase corruption. I don't like it. Because let me tell you, a man was to give me a sum. And when I walk with the man, tell the man about me. But you tell the man that this man when I walk with a funny man, he don't go for bribery. Tell me. So the man tell me go with him and he can tell me what's the procedure, so you give him a contract. But they go, you ever tell me about handback 2 point something. Say, let me tell you something. We don't wait for you ask them to work with me. We don't play them.
Where this happen?
Yeah, that's 75 village. Where do you want to start with it?
Okay.
It's a contract. I say, hey, I don't wait for anything. Me don't wait for anything at all. When me charge, tell me one. Me want to give back nothing.
So why you didn't go to the police and inform them about this underhanded deal?
Let me tell you something, to be honest with you. The police, them is so corrupt. All over is in our business, corruption to the best. To the best. Imagine you could believe a policeman do. Hey, I had some videos. I so fed up who created the video. I even send this video to Larry them. but I tell them not to expose it. Let them check it, and who don't want to show, let them show if it's commissioner who. The same thing that they show what is police them. Because I'm a businessman, I don't want...
You in region 5 or 6?
I don't want, because there's a lot of things I can expose, but I gotta watch my family, watch my business.
Yeah.
You understand me?
But,
because you got nobody to protect me, because I gotta protect myself.
Well, what I suggest to you is with the information that you have, I don't know where the contract, which ministry is being executed under, but if you don't want to go to the police, I suggest that you make contact with the ministry, either the PS or the ministers or whatever, and they look into that. You understand? You know, it to me, you keeping the information to yourself, it's not going to change anything. And based on what the government has been saying, they are trying to weed out corruption. And in any government, they've got some kind of corruption. There's no perfect government. You understand? But there's no way for the president or the prime minister, the vice president or the ministers to know what is going on unless somebody says something. So, you know.
No, that's true. That's true. You run in a country or something easy, people feel it's something easy. But you have people in society you put in places, they are corrupt. Then the government is trying that most that you can see this government is running helter to help people. Right? And then you have negative people like the PNC people, the ministers, only saying bullshit every time they have on TV. I don't listen to these people now because I might be a dons, but meanwhile, there are people in the dons, there are people are blunt. There are people are blunt.
Oh, boy, trouble.
Yes, you could see them, they can't run nothing. I'll be fair and honest to you. If you put for run a toilet and I with a amount of money, they try the money off and pay for run a toilet to look at after maintain it.
Trouble.
They can't run nothing.
Trouble.
They can't run nothing.
Yeah. Thank you for calling, though.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to
go ahead.
The first time I call to you. And sing your number and whatever anything, I will send something. Give you the video.
Whatever video you get sent to me.
I don't want you to put it on the screen or anything, but if you can show the commissioner and show him what's going on this way, so we can get some justice, because you have these traffic them are hustling for money on this road. That's the reason why these extra police them can get afford to gamble. They say the money can't pay them, but they can gamble. They can gamble every night.
Trouble. All right, send the videos to me, and I can ensure that Commissioner Hicken gets them, and I'm absolutely sure he'll take some action because he doesn't encourage certain things at all.
All right, good. I will do that.
Right? Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
I've heard some persons have similar sentiments, but again, I'm saying the actions of the police is not an indictment on the government, and it's more so not an indictment on the entire police force, because they will have some rogue elements in any organization, you know. So we need to assess how we're assessing the situation, right? And look, guys, you have things going on in your community that you don't like or you don't agree with. Send me the video. I can make sure it reaches the relevant authorities. And indeed, if you don't want it to be posted here, it won't be posted here. Now that we're talking about this, I must mention, I didn't get to take a photo, but I'll do that today. In Eccles there, just by the traffic light, just as you go over the traffic light heading to town, there's a space for parking where the overhead walkway is. Residents in the area have been complaining that there's someone parking trucks that they're selling there, and it blocks the road, so you can't see oncoming traffic. If somebody's trying to catch a bus to go to town, you have to step into the road to actually see what's coming up the road. So a resident in Eccles asked me to raise that. Here, I'll get some photos and show you guys in the new week exactly what the person is talking about. And, you know, again, if you have issues or anything is affecting you in your community, you can WhatsApp me on the number on the screen, or call, or send your video or photos or whatever it is, and I'll forward it to the relevant authorities so that some action could be taken, or some remedy could be devised for the situation there, right? Shucks, I remembered something I wanted to share with y'all just now. Oh boy. Oh, Vishal talked something about Best, Gary Best. So I don't know if it's a trend with the best them. So you remember Gary Best knocked down Jude? You understand? The cyclist. So Nemo Flew Best son knocked down somebody the other day, sometime back, not recently, in a similar situation. So I'm trying to figure out if this is a best trend, right? We gotta stop issuing license to these bests because like they can't drive. Anyway, got time with that. So as I was saying, the vice president had his press conference yesterday. He touched on a plethora of matters. One of them, which he touched on early in the press conference, was the fact that Starbuck News and Kaito News, they were criticized for distorting the coverage of the National Two Shows Conference. The General Secretary highlighted that these outlets focus disproportionately on the Amerindians, the Amerindian People's Association, the APA, and the few dissenting voices from that organization. The man ain't joking, the man got the video for real, he sent it. The police trouble, right? Right. So the General Secretary highlighted that these media outlets, Kaito News and Starbuck News, focus disproportionately on the Amerindian People's Association, the APA, and a few dissenting voices, overshadowing the overwhelming positive feedback from over 202 shows. The man got he got the video for truth. Trouble. Anyway, yeah. The General Secretary emphasized that the PPPC government government's commitment to Amerindian development, pointing to the Amerindian Act of 2006 as a landmark achievement. The GS also noted the significant financial support through the low carbon development strategy, including 4.8 billion for indigenous communities and additional funds for sports facilities. Now, GS Jagdew accused the APA and certain opposition figures of undermining the interests of Amerindian communities. He noted that the APA had tried to block the issuance of carbon credits that would have benefited these communities, highlighting their political motives. Now, Dr. Jagdew reaffirmed that the PPPC government is that the PPPC government legally enshrined the rights of Amerindian communities to self-determination and autonomy through the Amerindian Act of 2006. He criticized those who fail to acknowledge the government's role in empowering these communities. Now, Dr. Jagdew also compared the PPPC's current financial commitment to the indigenous people to their former administration. Now, when you look at the difference, and something that I mentioned here, land titling, that alone speaks to the difference between the two administrations. One who would have done something, and one who would have basically done nothing for these indigenous communities. Now, press conference aside, I must jump over to Marvin Williams and the nonsense that he's been peddling on social media. Now, it must be stated that the PPPC government has consistently respected and promoted the autonomy of indigenous communities. The National Two-Show Council is an institution established under the Amerindian Act of 2006, which was passed under the under previous PPPC administration. This act empowers the indigenous communities, again, with self-determination and the ability to manage their own affairs. Now, according to the Amerindian Act, despite what Marvin Williams is saying, the NTC has the authority to set its own procedure rules and rules in consultation with the minister. This includes deciding the nature of its meetings, including whether certain sessions are to be whether these sessions are to be held behind closed doors or open door. Now, this ensures that sensitive discussions can be held in a manner that protects the interests of the indigenous leaders. The current administration has prioritized the extensive consultation and inclusive governance in relation to issues surrounding indigenous communities. The National Tushao Conference is an unprecedented platform where the entire cabinet spends a week engaging with the indigenous leaders on development issues. This level of engagement is rare globally and highlights the government's commitment to inclusive development. Now, the claims of exclusion and dictatorship are politically motivated and misrepresents the aim of the National Tushao Council. And the claims are used to distract and discredit the government, distract from and discredit the government's efforts. The National Tushao Conference, the National Tushao Council's conference is a critical platform for indigenous leaders, and attempts to disrupt it or misrepresent its proceedings undermines the genuine progress being made for indigenous communities. Right? So again, I remind persons and I encourage them to do some research and check to see. Mr. Jones, is it possible for you to get a statement from the minister on the early detection and treatment of prostate cancer? I'll look into it, brother. I mean, and that's important for us, men. We need to we need to look into that, right? So again, I'd ask persons to do some research and check to see the efforts former and the present PVP administration has been making in terms of advancing the development of indigenous communities, land titling, education, healthcare, infrastructure in these indigenous communities. You will be surprised. You'll be surprised, right? Anyway, guys, that's all the time I have for today. Thank you for being here with me on the program. Please remember to be safe this weekend when you're on the roadways. Please take it slow, guys. Slow down. Something I was supposed to tell you all by. Oh, Monday we're going to be live at City Hall. So that's something for you guys to look out for. No, I don't remember. No, that's about it. Monday we're coming live from City Hall. And yeah, I'll see you back here on Monday morning and in the afternoon at City Hall. Again, be safe for the weekend. Please, no drinking and driving. Police, no drinking and driving. Right? Be good Guyanese. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different